Hello, and welcome to Roseplay, Season 13, Episode 166. As always, I'm your host, Orion Moonrose, and today we continue the Let's Play of Dragon Age Inquisition. I've got a hair on me difficulty. Nightmare difficulty. So last time we started talking to people and learned about a mirror. Really, that's about it. So, let's get started. Like, Morgan showed us a mirror that Corypheus is after, and I'm all up for helping Cassandra, apparently, for her, little task into the Great Unknown. Another mission. Of course. Dance with the... Oh, good. We're still going with them. There's a lot of multi-missions. Alright, so what else is here? Delicate negotiations. Well, let's do Cassandra first because... Really? Well, I know there was one with Cassandra, but apparently they're like, nah. Okay, fine. I'll do the only one that's over here then. There is a great deal of bad blood between these nations, but I will do my best to facilitate these talks.
With the Civil War over, Orlais is focusing on rebuilding.
I bet. Negotiate a deal for the weapons plan. There it is, but I can't support Cassandra because I just screwed it up. Nice. Alright then. I guess let's go. Comatos Montibala, the Silver Lady of Chiltern, is our best ally here. We should speak with Duke Stidero. By all accounts, he's reasonable. We could win him to our side. Yeah, no, I gotta go with Liliana. And Fring. Send in troops for an assault on the cavern. Gotcha.
Inquisitor.
And we will not be able to continue that in the next episode, as I will be filming the next episode right after this for the new 5-episode run that we have on Wednesdays. Alright. That reminds me. They said there was a new helmet. Oh. I guess a shield that kind of was not good at all. Alright, that's good to know. Either way, it's time to talk to Cole.
I suppose you're right.
I don't know what I'm right about.
I suppose you're right.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Your worship, sir.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
Yeah, it's would have. I agree.
That would have made everything much simpler.
The colors were pretty, though.
They were.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Was that it?
Still behind the curtains in the reading room, watching the blood pool on the floor.
Oh. He still senses something and it's creepy. Alright, if I'm correct, Blackwall is the next character we need.
Maker and lady. Corypheus is taking the lot of them apart.
Okay.
Inquisition is on its tail. That thing is a coward, even if it's lots of places.
Wardens and Hallam-Sharal? They're supposed to be our best. That's what they always said.
Well, they were wrong.
The nobles say. Wardens don't say anything. They just go to work.
A lot of good it did them.
Ouch. Hey, Blackwall. Why do you have an exclamation point?
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
I bet. I'm up for a drink. He looks kind of depressed.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up.
Oh.
Do you know what I did?
You saved it?
You stopped them?
He didn't.
Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I
That's
turned around,
sad.
went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You were a child.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Yeah, we won't do that, though.
When we first met, you were saving peasants from demons and outlaws. You're not a man who shuts his eyes. A little insane, maybe.
Of course you'd make light of it. You make saving the world look easy. The rest of us can only dream of matching what you've done. Don't you see?
Wow.
It's not just about what happened back then.
He's kind of really dark
There's
or
always
emo.
some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Okay. Sure. That was very dark. Gotcha. Let's go back and talk to Blackwall, the depressing guy again. Blackwall, the depressing guy. Alright.
Is this what war is like?
Never been.
Oh god, did Blackwall disappear? You've been a friend and an inspiration. You've given me the wisdom to know right from wrong, and more importantly, the courage to uphold the former. It's been my honor to serve you. He ran away, didn't he? That a-hole. Oh. Oh, you popped out of nowhere. I guess you really do work for Liliana.
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Jeez, that was fast. Like 2 seconds after I read the letter, you're there for me.
Track him down. He's needed here.
Sister Liliana had us search the warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Okay. Attend Monray's execution. Which I guess we will do, just not yet, obviously, as we got so much more we gotta do first. I guess it's somewhere else, too. Alright, anyway, we're gonna continue talking to everybody, see what everybody has to say. Before we apparently start some side quests now. Yay, we get to move up into the big boy area. Okay, so there is that, but is there anything else? No, I don't think so. Varric?
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be bastard.
So,
They've claimed for years my
2
crime
words.
serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
I still have questions
I've
about
read your
Hawk, but you
tale
can't
of the
answer.
champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Yep, nope, nothing.
Carry on.
Need something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
Can I ask you
Neither,
something, Varric?
because I can't admire what you're not
About
telling
me?
me. That's all for now.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Another time, Varric.
Alright. Hi, Solas. Anything new?
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
You've seen this before?
You miss court intrigue. When were you at court?
Oh, well, never directly, of course. An elven apostate is rarely invited to speak with empresses and kings. From the Fade, I
Right.
have watched dynasties form and empires crumble. It is sometimes savage, sometimes noble, and always fascinating. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
Sorry about
I
Briala.
hope you know that I didn't turn over Briala lightly. If I'd had another option,
What? Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves.
Little bit.
I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Who then?
who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the Elves of Orlais, I believe Briala is doing quite well on their behalf. She is an admirable woman.
I
She's
agree.
done good work. Hopefully with our help, she can help them even more.
Yes. However much I identify, or fail to identify, with her people, Briala's efforts have been remarkable.
Well, that's a
She
little weird.
organized resistance against a powerful enemy, using only her wits and the resources at hand. That demands respect, especially in a world where most would look at her and only see a pair of pointed ears.
Touche.
afternoon.
What else? Tell me about elves
I'd be
then. I'm
interested in hearing
curious.
your opinions on elven culture.
Since you apparently
Ask Sarah.
don't.
She has opinions.
You don't seem to like her.
You don't much care for Sarah, do you?
I pity her. Although I imagine she would detest that. Perhaps in truth, I envy her. She has a purity of purpose that I lack.
Oh,
I have observed too much and done
All right.
too little. What do you wish to know?
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Halam Shiral. But Halam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire. and Arlathan its greatest city.
Apparently, the Inquisitor Kunari knows more about elves than I do.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish Erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds.
That reminds me of something in Final Fantasy VII.
For whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Oh.
I'd like to know more about Dalish elves.
Yay, he's
It's a
approving.
mistake to think
We need
of
it
the
after I
Dalish as a
messed him
single
up.
group. They have lived as separate clans for centuries now. As a consequence, each clan has learned, interpreted, and forgotten different parts of elven history. Some trade freely with humans, or adopt city elves who flee the alienages. Others attack humans on sight.
It's nice. Tell me about the city elves.
What can you tell me about elves living in human
Wow,
cities?
just by talking to him, he
The culture in
approves.
alienages
That's gotta be one of the
surrounding
best
slaves
people to
live
talk
like any
to.
of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Is elven magic different from the magic used by humans?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Was immortality due to magic?
Legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
Must have been.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
Huh. Blood magic seems interesting.
I'd be interested in learning more about blood magic.
I would teach you if I knew it. Unfortunately, using blood magic seems to make it more difficult to enter the Fade. You
Oh.
understand why I never bothered to learn it. A shame, as it is extremely powerful.
You
Provides
can't enter the
an
Fade with
tool,
blood magic.
not a
Interesting.
crutch, nor a passion.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Got anything else, Solas? How about
I
Corypheus?
need to know more about Corypheus.
Oh, I'm his
He's
friend
lost his
again.
army, and he has lost Orlais. That eliminates military or political means to rebuild Tevinter. He will need to demonstrate that no one in this world can stand against his magic. It will not be subtle.
We'll talk
Yeah,
later.
he will not go into that night peacefully. I know. All right.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace.
I bet.
The gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
We met our goals.
We ended the stalemate. That's what matters.
In the Winter Palace, the clerics in Val Royeaux were still arguing over who should be divine. Chantry
course.
politics may involve less spectacle, but they're just as heated. Celine and Gaspard rule a country. The divine influences half a continent.
Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Only that I'm never playing cards again. I still can't find my... It doesn't matter. I don't know how Varric talked me into that.
It's good to have fun.
Because it's good to unwind and spend time with your friends.
I suppose that's true.
All right, we're good.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
Not really. Not yet, at least. All right. Let's head up and see what we got. This can only go over well.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this
Yeah.
dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Should we do that more often?
That's something you'd like to do more often, then?
Watch as you twist an entire empire around your little finger. Yes, please. Of course, that leaves only Tevinter. And it wouldn't work as well there.
You sure?
No? Why not?
Our dances are so much more intense. If an evening lacks a murder, we sniff and call it a ball. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
That's weird.
I should go.
As you wish.
Is that it? Nope. Nope.
You know where I'll be.
Yeah, I will. Aw, shame. Oh well. Why are you here?
Of course. Inquisitor.
Okay. Oh, good. Vivian has a new,
My dear, I'm afraid
thing.
I must ask you for help.
What do you need? Again. Because I helped you once.
There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern.
Oh.
I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
I bet. What is this formula?
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivienne. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court in charge.
Are you? I thought you got
The
kicked
matter
from
is
doing
private. That is all there is to say.
it. You won't tell me?
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion.
I
I
suppose.
would do no less for you, after all.
All right.
I'm not a
You
hunter.
won me over with that.
How do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
I'll help you.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall
Yeah,
give
we'll
the
see.
location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work.
That's kind of
I
disturbing.
eagerly await your success.
It'll be a few failures, but we'll get it done. Anything else?
I always have time for you, my dear.
Tell me
I'd
more
like
about
to know
yourself.
more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Oh.
My dear, did you need me for something?
Nah. We're good. It's time to go end this on Liliana. Or, you know, there she is, not fine Liliana.
It's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
But what do you
Is
want?
becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know.
I don't think
Restoring
so.
the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
No one would fault you for abandoning ship, you know.
Out of the ship and straight into the sea. You think Thedas hates mages now? If the Chantry falls, don't you think the people will blame magic?
More than
Look at all
likely.
that's happened. Kirkwall's Chantry, the war, the breach. Mages are always involved. Without the Chantry to guide, that hatred will spiral out of control.
Wow. You really don't think highly of Thedosians.
The people care only for simple things. Their world is small, and everything beyond it is unknown and something to fear. They will continue to live like this, unless they can be shown another way.
So we'll get
this is a discussion for later.
Josephine.
If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
Touché. And another mission.
A message from Divine Justinia.
You are, no, I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Dead people usually don't send messages.
And I see you feel it necessary to inform me of this.
Yes.
This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to get to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
And we gotta go.
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands.
So in other words, we need to keep away from you too?
Instructions for me.
Why hide things in Valence?
Yeah, I don't want to say that.
What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
Whatever you need.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence.
Yeah.
One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it.
Of course not.
I shall meet you at the chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
So that doesn't mean I can't talk to you any... You know, you're not really rushing there, lady.
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold.
Oh, I'll be waiting for you there, and you're still standing right here.
It must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
Yes, I am glad.
Thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically.
And if we do enter the Fade physically...
Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Should count me very unfortunate.
You seem to know a great many people.
Because the first time I just got murdered and I killed you guys as Javine. The second time I had a huge spider after me.
What do you know of Morrigan?
She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people.
And now?
Now the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran.
Who's Kieran?
So normal, like any other little boy.
Oh, her son.
Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean, never mind.
We'll talk later.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
Yeah, apparently here when you're not supposed to be. Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her.
I bet.
She's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
That'll be good. That's why I put the three together. Okay. And that should still kill me, but you know what? Whatever. Alright, so I don't want to go up yet. I need to find...
Inquisitor?
Lady. Yep, this is where we need to be. So we're going to go ahead and leave it here. And when we come back, for the next episode, we'll talk to Morgan, Josephine, judge somebody, and start doing the side quest. So, yeah, I was right. We won't get to the main mission again this week, but we will be darn close, and I am happy about that. But until next time, remember, keep gaming, never give up, and saying you're going to go somewhere and then you don't doesn't quite work. Blackwall did it.